Welcome viewers to another episode of Go and Edit the Social Insider. Our YouTube channel is one that's conceived because we love our state of Goa. There's a lot that's happening here that needs discussion, having the right perspective. At the core of Go and Edit, we believe in objective reporting. And so here, while we bring you talk shows and panel discussions, as we move forward, we hope to do a lot more in terms of highlighting issues, creating dialogue, showcasing Goa and more. We ain't in any competition, but just wish to be a little different. So, without wasting much time, let's head straight to our topic for today's discussion. To question, to challenge, to verify, to ask for accountability from the government is the right and duty of every citizen, according to our constitution. Of late, we are witnessing a large number of people coming forward to raise questions about development, government schemes, projects, and initiatives being undertaken by the government. There are also those who voice out their opinions about matters that concern society. They try to raise awareness, empower people, bring to light issues that plague sections of society and more. And while many are expressing themselves openly without having any fear, there are many who know that questioning the authorities could land them in trouble. And all of this could include serious action and repercussions. We've seen citizens being targeted by organized groups. Action is also taken on people who do not choose to be muzzled. And so, for today's discussion, what better could we talk about on Headline Worthy? So, what better topic for today than Article 19? Right to dissent or duty to dissent? What, why, when, how, and how much? So, on today's show, the second episode, we will talk and discuss about the powers an individual holds and what we, in our individual capacity, can do to help the state grow as sustainable Goa without endangering our lives and making sure that when we speak, we are not muzzled. We have a very interesting panel with us today, and I'm so glad to introduce the three people with us today. We have Dr. Cleopat Putino, a practicing advocate. He teaches constitutional law for the past 30 years. He was a member of the Goa State Law Commission. He was a civil judge for a brief period and is now currently the vice president of Goa High Court Bar Association. We move on to our second panelist, Damodar Mauzo. He's an eminent author, a Sahitya Akademi Award winning writer, who's known for his vivid depictions of the socio-cultural life. He propagates values such as freedom of equality, fraternity, pluralism, and rationalism through his myriad works. In fact, Vai's life in 2018 was under danger and he was given police protection. Our third panelist, Feli Gomes. He's a yogi, a public speaker, an environmentalist, and a social entrepreneur, the founder of the NGO Live Happy. He also looks for practical and sustainable solutions and is known for making videos on Goa, showcasing the good, bad, and the ugly. I take this opportunity to welcome all the three of you all on our panel today for our on our talk show Headline Worthy. And I think we will dive straight into our conversation. And I think I will go with Advocate Cleopat first. And I would like to ask him, none of us a lot of us really don't know about the Article 19, except probably the ones who study mass media or who study law and various other courses. But what power does Article 19 give to the citizen of a country?
See, Article 19 deals with speech and expression. The freedom of press is included in speech and expression. It is circumscribed by some limitations whereby free speech is sometimes criminalized, and the major areas are sedition, defamation, and contempt. Now, I would say that we have a democracy. Our idea of democracy is somehow becoming elections. That means country is becoming a land of elections. On 26 January, we will be celebrating the Republic Day, the 71st anniversary. Now, on 15th August, we celebrate the Independence Day. Now, the difference between the two could be that on 15th August, we became free. On 26th January, we gave ourselves the Republic, which means that we gave ourselves two important areas, the fundamental rights and civil liberties. Now, these two areas are coming under attack from the state. And this attack has increased in the past, say, about 6 years. I do not want to go into various issues of what has happened to whom, but certainly there is an atmosphere of fear.
Absolutely.
I would
But do you
further say, pardon?
sorry, I'm sorry. Please continue, doctor. Please continue.
Yeah, there is an atmosphere of fear. See, look at the press. We know what happened to Prasun Bajpai. We know what has happened to Faye D'Souza. Where is Barka Dutt? Where is Abhisar Sharma? Now, these people had decided to take the state head on. They are not there in the mainstream media anymore. They may be in a digital platform. And people who decided to stand up against the government, their advertisements got cut. They were subjected to tax investigation. There is arrest of journalists, academics, opposition leaders, lawyers. Somehow, I find that there is no emergency in the country. At least at one time, we could say that there is an emergency, and these are the rules of the emergency, so that the emergency could be fought. But today, there is no emergency, and still we are unable to state what we want to state. Now look at USA. See, the press really questioned him. The 4 years of US presidency have been quite tough for the press, but they really questioned him. But somehow in our country, we find the press in particular has buckled under pressure. Now, I don't blame the press also. Like, look at academics like Teltumde. Look at various people who decided to stand up. Where they are? They are in custody, either under UAPA. Many of them are inside under sedition charges. Many of them are under preventive detention laws. See, the whole problem is the state has decided to clamp down on the speech and expression using the tools that were available to them at the time the constitution was formulated. See, when the constitution was formed, the laws like preventive detention were kept. They were required possibly at that time. A law like preventive detention does not have place in any civilized democracy. But we kept it in our constitution. That was because the constitution was framed against times which were difficult. There were partition riots. And it was in that context that we have to give it to the framers of the constitution that areas like preventive detention were kept. But in a democracy, the idea of democracy is not only the idea of elections, where our democracy is getting reduced to. I find that in this 26th January, we must have something called the idea of dissent. It is only when this idea of dissent flourishes that we could have speech and expression. Our democracy will flourish.
All right. And Dr. Coming to our state of Goa, do you
Yes.
see people in Goa, expressing their dissent or expressing their views being targeted? We have Damodar Mauza, of course, but do you see people coming up and voicing opinions in a legitimate manner,
No, I think
using proper
I
information, or
think
it is
I
just
think
talk?
yes, correct. I think even now in Goa we are not as bad as other parts of the country, but the situation is certainly not as it was, say, when I was a student. Now I remember at Loya Maidan, any meeting was there, we would be there attending.
Mhm.
Today we will find people somehow fear that they would be noticed if they attend a meeting. They fear that there are some measures like the government schemes they would not be given. So like that, I am finding even people are getting afraid to even take a stand. Now that is not the correct approach in a democracy. See, somehow in a democracy,
Ultimately, it's
uh,
the fight for survival, right? Or uh, everybody
pardon.
ultimately wants to live in peace. I think it's kind of
That
become
is
the fight for
right. That is
survival.
see that is right. But I'll just take 2 minutes. See, in a democracy, there is a inbuilt premise that if the government is not liked by the people, they will throw it out. But if the ruling dispensation
Mhm.
acts in such a manner that it becomes difficult to be thrown out, then authoritarian sets in.
Mhm.
I am worried that that situation is coming in the country. I am not saying that it has come, but that I see in the horizon. That is a fear.
All right. And while we're talking about fear, and I think before I move to Bhai, I think I will move to Feli. Talking about fear and voicing out things. Feli has been extremely active on social media. I've seen your videos a number of times. So, what got you to kind of speaking up against wrongdoings, whether it's the roads or whether it's various issues that you take up, simple everyday issues?
Um, as per, I just do videos. It's not based on the agendas because I see people. When I move around to see this injustice happening. Talking about just talk about specifically when they are celebrating on 60th. Uh, when we had this celebration of 60th celebration of in Panjim. So there's a president was coming, yeah. So then was president was coming, and what I heard, they were spent around the budget was come to around 100 crores was given to celebrate, to maybe it's for 1 year, whatever. But I just gone to see there. I just gone to see there, and looking at that, there was so many police has been deployed, and I go to the church, and going to the church, I've seen the children there sitting there, and even they had come to see the ambience, how it's been decorated, and so on. So looking at the children around, I just stopped. I just stopped and playing a gumot and just entertaining the children. But slowly, I saw the police coming and picking up children. Now, still, and I saw two mothers, Talula and Cecil, were standing there, and they were just giving awareness. They were not doing activism. They were not shouting, screaming, nothing. And this was the scene. This was the scene happening. What I've seen is today's government is been shelled. It's been I've never seen this before happening in Goa. They have been shelled with two fundamental things. As far I can see, number one is that greed, the greed for money, and number two is the greed for power. Although, and what are these people? Whoever is feared somewhere down the line. Let me tell you, I'm also a friend with some of the police, and they tell me, Feli, don't go here, don't go to this activity, don't cover this event. because they're going to arrest and they're going to, now who's going to arrest and why they're going to arrest? What is the reason they're going to arrest? And what are the people who are fighting for? They're just fighting for fundamental things, just to protect, preserve, restore their land. They're fighting to protect the heritage that what Goa is known for.
I was just saying, have you been threatened or have you faced any kind of problems because of the way you express your views?
Absolutely. So when I was there, when I was there, and I was just sitting and singing song for the children, the cops come, they manhandle me so brutally, so roughly, and I'm requesting them, what is that what I have done? Please tell me. They just lifted, and 3 guys lifted me. The live video is on there, because whenever I was singing, whatever was happening, it was live. It was live happening. They just lifted and they just pushed me in the vehicle. Now, what is the showcase they want to show? And not me, all the women who are there, all the children who are there, they were put inside. The message what they want to put across, don't stand against us. Now, this is the fear, the threat, what they want to show to others.
So do you
Uh,
believe that there is a way of, getting rid of this fear, and that we need to be collective in whatever we do? We need to have more knowledge and awareness about our rights, our duties, what exactly Article 19 gives us. And we got to speak up in a very systematic way to deal with the ones in power. Do you think that is required, fairly?
What I feel, whatever, look, talking about technically, the technical guys, but what I'll tell you is a general public can understand. If these people are pushing the normal lay person like this by showing their power against the general public who is raising their voice just to protect, preserve, restore the environment and our pristine environment, and if these people are pushing, I can see the masses are coming aware. As we say, as Dr. Bab said, that these people, if the government is pushing the normal lay person down, but here is what I can see, the mass consciousness is coming involved now. And as of course, and that's what in my videos, every time I tell to the general, in the general videos, what I create awareness to the general people, especially to the youth. If there's any injustice happening around your surrounding, there's any illegalities happening around your surrounding, because we have the platform of the social media, just get your camera out and start recording it. Just start covering the things which is injustice happening, getting the irrelevant, getting away the fear what one has, and move forward. It looks like to the public that once you do this, that something gonna come, and the authority will come and arrest you. It looks like that, but nothing like that happen. On top of that, they are fearful people. They get scared what the guy may talk about.
Okay, fine. And talking
I'll only
about
like to add a small thing before Mauzo comes in. See,
sure.
here that day, the president was supposed to be here. And every time on 15th August, when the Prime Minister addresses the nation, that night in Delhi, hundreds of people are rounded up every year under preventive detention law, so that the next address goes on well, so that there is no protest anywhere by anybody. This happens on 14th August night every year. You can record how many people are detained under preventive detention. Of course, we are seeing it for the first time. Maybe Feli has seen it here in Goa, but otherwise in the country, this is the problem. What I was talking about, that this prevention. That means they could take you into preventive custody. The function is over, release you. This is because nobody must protest. I will go further and say this freedom of expression, right to protest, is an important of freedom of speech and expression.
Absolutely. So this used to be done outside Goa, but never in Goa. But this is what I personally experienced in Goa now.
think we're going to see a lot of new things happening in Goa, like we are seeing it happen in various parts of the country. But talking about fear and freedom of speech and expression, I'll move on to Bhai, someone who I have great regards for, and I've spoken to a lot of times. You've seen Goa grow with time, Bhai. You were part of the opinion poll. You fought for Konkani as official language, and you still fight through your progressive writings. How do you see the freedom of speech and right to dissent being expressed or practiced in Goa?
Well, um, as Dr. said, rightly said, we in Goa are much better off. But we should not keep that as a benchmark because the rest of India, we cannot compare with them. We are definitely far, I don't say superior, far better positioned in Goa. Both because the people are more people are educated. People are also aware of what is going on around, and they want to voice their dissent. Now, for example, recently when King was taking place, what happened? Same thing. People gathered in large numbers. They had all the support meant to work with a steel hand. What happened in Vasco when coal was being unloaded there? Vasco people were protesting. Did other go uh, did they to their rescue or to be with them to show the solidarity? Hardly anybody. This is the reason we think, collectively, but in small places on small issues. When it comes to Madai education, what happens? The people of Satari gather. Did people from Salse or Kanakona go to Satari to show the solidarity with them? We knew someday it will come to us. What is happening to Kanakona now? What is happening to double tracking now? No North Indians, North Goans rather, they come here to join hands with the people of, say, Chandora or furthermore. This should not happen. We Goans, if we voice in univocally, if we are together, then only government can, withdraw whatever wrong is being done. I must congratulate the people of Melaulin that they have forced the government. Because of unity, it is possible. There was no discord anywhere. But then, yet I must say, what has happened is not projected in the media properly. It was not the opposition to IIT.
True.
In the name of IIT, government has acquired so much land by depriving the people working on that land. So this is where dissent is required, and dissent must be followed by the solidarity. People are on the same wavelength, but nobody wants, as Dr. said, nobody wants to come forward and show their face because they are scared tomorrow they will be targeted. It should not happen. I'll talk about this floor changing. The 10 MLAs from Congress party, I'm not talking about the Congress or for Congress, but overnight they changed the floor. Did anybody object? Except, there was some gossiping going on, but nobody went to their house to stone their houses. It should have happened. This is the right that we are given by the Constitution of India. We are not exercising it properly. If they do not listen to the public, then public must make them listen by any way. I'm of that opinion.
And Bhai, I think over the years we have seen that the uprising has only started increasing in Goa, and people have been coming together. Like you said, probably they're not coming together collectively, and we think of it as a Malaulim issue or a Kankon issue and not a Goan issue. But
Exactly.
do you think that in Goa we are still kind of progressing in the way we voice our opinions, and we are much more enlightened or empowered to think in a particular way, while a lot of people elsewhere in India, when they express their opinion, don't do it in the legitimate manner and end up getting imprisoned or being taken to task by the authorities.
I agree to some extent. Now, I'll give an example. Professor Anand Teltumbde, he was teaching in a college in Goa. Am I right? He was picked up. His house was raided in his absence. His laptop was taken away. What was fed in the laptop, nobody knows whether it was fed or no. But then Professor Anand Teltumbde, whether he belonged to Goa or not, at least our bound and duty was to support him, to express our solidarity, showing that no person should be taken away or taken into custody without any substantial reason. But it's being happening. It's happening elsewhere. He was not taken into custody by the Goan police, but he was, and Goans did not object to it. I don't see many voices. Individually, yes, Advocate Cleopat voiced his concern. Our Dakshinayan Abhiyan is a small outfit. We raised our voice against it, but general public did not know anything about it. I think we should be more aware of what is happening. We are concentrating on the Goan issues itself, but today Goan issues are being blown up only because elsewhere they are happening. Now, for example, what is happening in Delhi can happen to Goan farmers. So Goan farmers must express their solidarity towards this issue to the people of Punjab, Haryana, and elsewhere. It is projected by the government or the media as it is only the Punjab people or Haryana people have come. No, people from all over India have gone there. But
Absolutely.
yes, they are seen on the camera. That is why people think that they are in larger number. Yes, but then they have support from the farmers community elsewhere. So these protests, right to protest, have to be protected. Other rights and duties I don't care about, because rights and duties go hand in hand. We are all aware of that.
True. Yes. And when it comes to expressing solidarity, I think a lot of people came out in your support, Bhai, in 2018, when your life was under threat and you were given police protection. What were your feelings at that point of time? Did you feel like stop voicing your opinions through your writings, through your speeches? Do you feel you wanted to go all the more aggressive with the way you speak because of what was happening to you and to people, like-minded people like you?
Yes, I think so. But I beg to disagree with your statement that many people came forward in solidarity. Not many people. I expected much more, not because it is Damodar Mauzo, because of the issue, because of the reason why I was on the hit list. So, yet, it is not important. Because I know there is no threat to me, and even if it is there, it can be dealt with by the authorities. But then what was more important, whatever I spoke elsewhere, whether it was in Karnataka, whether it was in Maharashtra, or in Delhi, that was taken note of. That was taken notice of by the perpetrators, and that is the reason why my name was on the hit list. So now government did its duty by providing me the security. But then I feel I was never threatened. I never felt threatened as such. The day I was told that your name is on the hit list and therefore government is keen on providing you security, I rejected. I said outright, I know, I don't want any security. Then the police authorities and the intelligence approached me and told me that if you don't, then it will be, we will be at a loss, because it is their duty to give me protection. If I say no and anything happens tomorrow, they will not be responsible. So best thing is make them responsible for any act of the perpetrators, so that I will be protected, and also they will be able to do their duty. Even today, I feel that security is not required. The security still continues. I walk about with my bodyguards, which I don't need them. but then government says no, unless the review committee attends, holds the meeting and decides against it, then until then it will continue. So I don't know when it will be stopped. But then this is the state
Just
of affairs. I never felt threatened, because one thing, whatever I spoke, whatever statements I made were according to my conscience. And one thing, if I shall never go against my conscience. That is the reason why I never felt threatened by these people.
just like one
All
more
right.
thing I would like to add here. Just a minute, Anushka. See this
Sure.
attack on Mauzo, the
Sure.
threatened attack was also not because from the state. It was from forces who did not like dissent. Whether it was
Yes.
Gauri Lankesh, Kalburgi, Narendra
Absolutely.
Dabholkar, now they were not liking the dissent which they were saying. So that was the issue. It was actually from the society, the right-wing society, which was fomenting the trouble for these people,
Absolutely.
and they killed them.
But like I said earlier, Dr. You know the law. Damodar Mauzo knows his rights, knows that he has his support within the Litchi group or from the government. But what about the common man? So can you all both tell us about, how can our right to dissent and our freedom of speech and expression be used to the fullest? Where we have to both of you all on this before we sum up this wonderful and insightful discussion. 2
See,
points from you,
that is what
Dr.
that is
Before we
that
move
is
to Hai.
that is exactly what I was saying. That this Republic Day, it should be an idea of dissent, and I actually hope. In fact, the one newspaper asked me for New Year, what was my hope for New Year, and I said my hope for New Year is the hope for the farmers. Their agitation must succeed so that it gives a impetus to all of us, that you can protest. You can protest in the national capital and succeed. According to me, it would be a great impetus to the entire society, to the civil society, to show that you can succeed in the national capital.
I was very much impressed by Damodar Mauso sir, that he spoke a fundamental, saying that he won't go against your conscience. Now we are talking आम्ही आमचे नशीब सर आमचे नशीब की तुमचे असले मानेस लोक आमच्या गोंयान हा आणि मातशेपणान आमचे गोंय हरियालीन उरला म्हणटा ते तुमच्या लोकांपासून आता आम्ही बगर म्हणटा is it okay if I speak in Konkani? Because I want the general public to listen.
Of course. This is Go and Edit. It is for Goa and for Goan.
Absolutely, because most of our conversation, whatever we are saying, let me tell you, 80% to 60% don't understand. Because this article, these terms, I'm a simple person from my village and I understand what illegality सोडून दर की अत्याचार जातात जर माग दिसता साध्या मनशांक दिसता आणि आता आमच्या मालावलीच्या लोकांनी पळय हे दाखवून दिले म्हणजे आंगाक पासून कांटे सुटले म्हणटा विश्वजीत आपल्या आंगाक कांटे सुटल्या 9 महिन्यांनी सांगता आपल्या आंगाक कांटे सुटल्या हुई त्या लोकांक कोण कित्या लोकांक कोण फूस जालो म्हणून कसलो फूस जालो कित्याक लोकांनी दाखवून दिले आता सर आता सांगता तुवें म्हणले पळय तुज्या कॉन्शियसाचे तू अगेन्स्ट वचना म्हजो मुद्दो एकूच आसतलो लोक समजता हांव एक्टिविजम हांव सोशलिस्ट हांव कांयच न्हू हांव फक्त म्हजो मुद्दो फकत एकूच आसता सर पळय तुमकां दोगांयकूय कोणें सांगूंक ना की बाबा हे आमचे मायभूमी हे देवभूमी पासून झगडा म्हणून तुमचो कॉन्शियस अलर्ट हा म्हणून तुम्ही फुडें येयल्या मॅक्सिमम लोकांचे कितें जाता म्हजो मुद्दो फकत एकूच जाता हांव बगर म्हणटा व्हिडिओ काडून कारण कितें म्हजो वॉट इज माय कॉन्शियस लेवल टू गेट अ व्हिडिओ एकूच मुद्दो आसता सबलायम मायंड कंडिशनिंग ऑफ द पीपल बिकॉज लोक पळय हा ते आपल्याच कामान गुंतल्या हांव आतां म्हजे गांव सांबाळटा म्हणटा पळय आसगांव सस्टेनेबल विलेज मॉडेल फॉर एक्झाम्पल दिता तुमकां 10 वर्सां वावुरता एक गांव सांबाळपाक लोक एकठांय जाता हिंगा ना लोक तुका तूच म्हणटा सारकें आसत कित्याक वास्को जाल्यार प्रॉब्लेम कोल्हाचो ते वास्कोकाराचे मालावलीम प्रॉब्लेम जाला ते मालवलीमकाराचे डबल ट्रॅकिंग वयता तर तेंचो प्रॉब्लेम हे बाकीचे लोक कितें केला सेम हो आख्या आसगांवान पळय प्रॉब्लेम जाता एक कोणाच्या घराच्या सायडीक कोणाचे झाड काडतात ताप्या तेन्ना म्हाका फोन येता अरे फॅली ते फॉरेस्टाक मातशे फोन मार मरे ते आपले झाड कातता आनी अरे ते पयर आनी कोणाचे झाड कातता तूं कित्याक येवंक ना ते त्या वाड्यार पडटा न्हू ते त्या घरा पडटा न्हू आमकां कितें ते प्रॉब्लेम कितें जाला ओवरऑल हे आमचो लोक पळोवंक वचना आनी मेन फंडामेंटल एकूच म्हणटा ते आमचे कितें म्हणटा आमकां कित्याक पडला आमची कामां आमी पळया मरे दिसपटी काम ओवरऑल हे कॉन्शियसनस बोगर बोगर एकूच मुद्दो आसता सर हे कॉन्शियसनस मास अवेकनिंग कशें करपाचें लोकांचे भितर आनी आतां जावं साहेबा म्हूण आतां पळय हे चांडाळ पळय करता हे पळय 10 जाण कोणाक जस्टिफिकेशन दिनासतना उडकी मारल्या आनी व्हडले व्हडले प्रोजेक्ट हाडटा डेव्हलपमेंटाच्या नांवान आमचे प्रेस्टीज एनवायरमेंट कातरून आमचे सगळे निसंटोन करून आमचे हेरिटेजाचे हेच जागृत करता हेच आमच्या लोकांक वयल्यान जागृत करता कित्याक कितले भाशेन लोकांक सांग जावपाचें जातलें तूं कांय जायना रे लोक फक्त एकूच म्हण कांय जावपाचें ना बट जावं साहेबा म्हूण हे आमचे मालावलीचे साद्या बायलांनी हे 500 पुलिसांक कशें हालयले आनी पुलीस आतां हे पुलीस पासून पळय तेंच्यो आवय आहा तेंच्यो भयणी आहा तेंची सोयरी आहा फक्त हे पळय आहा कोण हे ऑथॉरिटी आमचे मिनिस्टर आहा हेंकां प्रेशरायज करता सर आनी हे जाल्ले कारणान हेंचेर प्रेशर येता आनी हे हेंकां त्रास करता हे सादे लोक बट जावं साहेबा हे आमचे सादे मनीस आतां वयर सरता आनी जशें म्हणलां तुवें मावसो सरान म्हणलें हे कॉन्शियसनस हे बिल्डअप जाता आतां स्पेशली पॅन्डेमीक टायमान कित्याक भिरांतूय वाडल्या भितर सगळ्यांची मरपाची आनी भिरांतूय वाडल्या आपली जमीन वचपाची सो ह्या भिरांतीनूच आतां सगळो आमचो गोंयचो लोक वयर सरतलो आनी होपूच हो आमकां राखता कशें दिसता म्हाका होप
Absolutely, Feli. So, Bhai, I think we're all waiting for your final comments on what exactly can we Goans do to protect our land, our rights, our freedom, and our right to dissent.
Right to dissent. When we exercise our rights to protest, or right to dissent, or rights to express ourselves, that is the step towards building a nation, building a strong nation. If we want Goa to be strong, India to be strong, then we must be prepared to voice our dissent. Whenever anything goes wrong, we should not take it quietly or silently. We must, and I must congratulate youngsters like Feli. I'm sorry for calling you young, but for me, you are young. But then we need more youngsters. I don't mind even if they take to streets, even they resort to violence, which I don't want to. But if when people don't understand the language of protest, then anything can happen. I'm very proud and very, I admire the way the farmers are protesting in Delhi in spite of the bad weather, so cold weather. Yet they are protesting and without any complaint, without violence. This I really pray that this wind, they succeed in it. All the 3 rules, laws are repealed. Only then there will be hope for the nation to be strong. Only then the disastrous CAA, citizenship, that will be repealed or should be repealed. And more importantly, national registration of citizenship, which is misused, should be stopped. In that case, once we succeed on one issue, if the Kisan Andolan succeeds, I'm sure it will pave way to the other agitations, which should be successful. And in Makadista, Feli तुका कॉन्ग्रेच्युलेट करता तुका परबी दिता की तूं लोकांच्या आवाजान सांगलें तें चड गरजेचें जेन्ना आमी गोंया भायर लोकांक सांगचें पडटा तेन्ना आमकां इंग्लीश जाय पूण गोंयच्या कॉमन मनशाक आनी एक सांगता मिडियांत जे वाचतात इंग्लीश मिडिया जे गोंया आसा ते वाचतात ते फकत शिकिल्ले तांकां घडये त्या मिडियाची गरजूय ना हांव फाटले 8-10 म्हयने जाले इंग्लीश पेपर वाचूच ना गरजू ना म्हाका टीव्ही आसता मोबायल आसता आनी टीव्ही आसता पुरो जाता पूण कॉमन मनीस आसा जाका फकत कोंकणी बगर कांय कळना किंवा इंग्लीश बरी कळना त्या लोकां खातीर आमी तांचे भाशेन तांचे मेरेन पावपाक जाय तेन्नाच आमची डेमोक्रेसी सक्सेसफूल जावंक पावतली तांकांय कळटलें की आमी डिसेंटींग वॉयस उलोवंक शकतात म्हणून आनी तांकांय कळटलें की प्रोटेस्ट केल्यार आमी जिखतात म्हणून आतां प्रोटेस्ट गरजे भायर जावपाक जायना मिसयूज जावपाक जायना पण मिसयूज जायच ना जेन्ना जेन्ना सरकार चुकता तेन्ना सरकाराक तें दाखोवन दिवपाची लोकशाहीचो मार्ग म्हळ्यार प्रोटेस्ट and this right to protest we have to contest and defend at any cost एनी कॉस्ट बिकॉज रायट टू डिसेंट आसा म्हणून आमची डेमोक्रेसी सारखी आसा. आता कितें उदर आमगेले दोतोर
Thank you.
लेखपातान सांगले की 14 तारखेर रातचे दिल्लीक सगळ्यांक भितर उडयतात म्हणून. आणि बट आय एम नॉट सरप्रायज. दिस डजंट हॅपन ओनली इन इंडिया for the sake of just for the sake of argument. In the states, American states also it happens. USA also it happens, and we know how the people protested. It was unlawful, but then they did. But exercising the right to dissent is very very important, paramount importance अशें म्हाका दिसता. आनी त्या खातीर आज हें डिस्कशन तुमी घेतलें म्हाका बरें दिसलें. एक वटेन आमचोय आवाज लोकां मेरेन पावोवपाक मेळ्ळो. Thank you very much.
I would like to thank all our three panelists, Dr. Cleopa, Bai Mauzo, and Kelly Gomes. At a short notice, you're on our panel for Headline Worthy. And I think this discussion has brought to light a lot of important and valid points that we need to keep in mind, that our Aam Aadmi really needs to follow in terms of having the right to dissent, in terms of having a conscience when it comes to safeguarding their land, speaking up for the betterment of our state and then of our country, and realizing that when we use our right to dissent, it has to be a collective effort and not just your issue or my issue when it comes to us talking about certain things that don't affect our lives directly or indirectly. So while I end this wonderful discussion, a very thought-provoking one, I would like to thank all of you for watching Go and Edit, the Social Insider. We are a team of this newly launched YouTube channel who believe in fair and objective reporting. And with today's discussion, I wonder how long we will be able to carry on, but we will do for as long as we are not muzzled. And if we are muzzled, we will find some other ways to do so. But our idea is to report and cover news in an unbiased and objective manner using various formats. And we wish to highlight and cover everything from social, economic, to cultural and everyday life conversations in the form of panel discussions, interviews, and debates. And I think today we've got a very important point that we need to use the local language to connect with our masses, which is important because they are the ones who need information and need the right information to make to kind of have opinions and make right decisions. Headline Worthy is our weekly program, which gets released every Sunday at 8 p.m. on our YouTube channel. So while we come up with our next discussion the following Sunday, we thank you for staying tuned to Go and Edit. Thank you once again to our three panelists for being with us today. Thank you.
Thank you.